There are actually two ways to implement NAT, static NAT and dynamic NAT. As the name suggests, static NAT translates addresses statically and dynamic NAT translates addresses dynamically. Let's first understand how static NAT works. In static NAT, there is a one-to-one mapping between private addresses and globally registered public addresses that happen statically. Let's look at what this means. Now suppose there are two hosts on your private network that have private IP addresses. In static NAT, you will need two globally registered IP addresses to perform the one-to-one address mapping. This means that if your organization has a registered Class C network and supports NAT, you have a maximum of 254 private IP addresses, while 2 addresses are reserved for the network and the network broadcast. Before discussing dynamic NAT, we should take a quick look at some of the commonly used terms used in the NAT world. These terms are inside local and inside global, and outside local and outside global. You just need to remember that inside means inside an organization and outside means outside the organization or the internet. So when we say inside local, we're referring to an actual IP address originally assigned to a host in a private network. And when we say inside global, we're referring to the public IP address that is used by NAT to represent a host inside an organization on the internet. To make the terms more descriptive, we can call inside local inside private and inside global inside public. Similarly, when we say outside global, we're referring to an actual IP address that was originally assigned to a host on an outside network or the internet. And when we say outside local, we're referring to the private IP address that was used by NAT to represent a host outside an organization or the internet. To make the terms more descriptive, we can call outside global outside public and outside local outside private.